Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel ChemWis. In this video, we are going to discuss IUPAC nomenclature of carboxylic acids. A carboxylic acid can be represented as RCOOH. Before going through examples, I will take you through certain points which you should keep in mind while naming carboxylic acids. Depending upon the structure and the number of carboxylic acid groups, there are two types of nomenclature: oic acid nomenclature and carboxylic acid nomenclature. Let's first focus on oic acid nomenclature. This nomenclature is used for mono and dicarboxylic acids in which carboxylic acid group is not attached to a ring. If R is an alkyl group, then it is named as alkanoic acid. If R is an alkenic group, then alk X enoic acid, where X is the position of first carbon of double bond. If R is alkynic group, then it is named as alk X inoic acid, where X is the position of first carbon of triple bond. If there are two carboxylic acid groups, then depending upon the nature of R group, they are named as alkane dioic acid, alkene dioic acid, and alkyne dioic acid. One thing which I would like to highlight here is that in the case of dicarboxylic acid, parent chain name includes alphabet E. Please also note that in oic acid nomenclature, parent chain includes carboxylic carbon and numbering starts from the carboxylic acid carbon. Coming to the carboxylic acid nomenclature, it is used for mono and dicarboxylic acids in which carboxylic group is attached to a ring, and also for any tricarboxylic or polycarboxylic acids. Depending upon the nature of ring and number of carboxylic acid groups, they are named as cycloalkane carboxylic acid, cycloalkene carboxylic acid, arene carboxylic acid, cycloalkane XY dicarboxylic acid, cycloalkene XY dicarboxylic acid, arene XY dicarboxylic acid, alkane XYZ tricarboxylic acid, where X, Y, and Z are the position of carbons to which carboxylic acid groups are attached. One thing which is to be noted here is that in carboxylic acid nomenclature, parent chain doesn't include carbon of carboxylic acid. Now we will go through examples. We will start with the simplest carboxylic acid called formic acid. It has only one carbon atom. We know that one carbon hydrocarbon is called methane. So the IUPAC name of formic acid is methanoic acid. Similarly, the IUPAC name of acetic acid with two carbon atoms is ethanoic acid, and that of three carbon acid is propanoic acid. Complication starts from 4 carbon acid, as the 4 carbon acid may have straight chain alkyl group or branched chain alkyl group. The IUPAC name of straight chain 4 carbon acid is butanoic acid. For naming this 4 carbon acid with branched chain alkyl group, we have to identify parent chain, substituent, and its position. In this molecule, this 3 carbon chain is the parent chain. Numbering of parent chain will be 1, 2, and 3. There is a methyl group at position 2. Thus, the IUPAC name will be 2-methyl propanoic acid. This example contains both the carboxylic acid group and keto group. Carboxylic group has priority over keto. So, keto group will behave as a substituent called oxo. This longest carbon chain containing 6 carbon atoms is the parent chain. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 like this. Here we can see that there is an ethyl at C3 and an oxo at C5. Thus, the IUPAC name will be 3-ethyl 5-oxohexanoic acid. Molecule with carboxylic acid and aldehyde group. In this molecule, this is the parent chain with 5 carbon atoms. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 like this. There is a methyl group at C3. Since aldehyde is also the part of parent chain, so only oxygen will be treated as the substituent called oxo. So the IUPAC name will be 3-methyl 5-oxopentanoic acid. Let's have one more similar example. Here, this longest carbon chain with 7 carbon atoms is the parent chain. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 like this. There is a methyl group at C3. In this molecule, aldehyde group is not the part of parent chain. So the whole CHO will be substituent called formyl. Thus, the IUPAC name will be 4-formyl 3-methyl heptanoic acid. Now we will discuss few examples where R group is alkenyl or alkynyl. In this example, this is the parent chain with 5 carbon atoms. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here we can see that the position of first carbon of alkene is 4. So the IUPAC name will be pent 4-enoic acid. In this example, this longest chain with 7 carbon atoms is the parent chain. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here we need to mention the configuration of alkene, which is Z. I am not going to discuss about how to find the configuration of alkene as it is beyond the scope of this lecture. I have made a separate video for this topic. The link for the same is given in the description box of this video. There are 2 substituents, a chloro at C4 and a methyl at C5. Thus, the IUPAC name of this molecule will be Z4-chloro-5-methyl-hept 4-enoic acid. This is an example where R group has an alkynyl group. This is the parent chain with 6 carbon atoms. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here the position of first carbon of triple bond is 4. So the IUPAC name will be hex 4-enoic acid. Let's have few examples of dioic acid. The simplest example is oxalic acid. Since it has 2 carbon atoms, so the IUPAC name will be ethane dioic acid. Similarly, malonic acid succinic acid and glutaric acid with 3, 4 and 5 carbon atoms are respectively named as propane dioic acid, butane dioic acid and pentane dioic acid, tartaric acid. It has parent chain with 4 carbon atoms. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 2 hydroxy group at C2 and C3. So, IUPAC name of tartaric acid will be 2,3-dihydroxy butane dioic acid. Alpha ketoglutaric acid. Parent chain has 5 carbon atoms. Numbering of parent chain will be from right to left as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 like this because it gives lower number to the ketonic carbon. It has an oxo group at C2. Thus, the IUPAC name will be 2-oxopentane dioic acid. Glutamic acid. It has 5 carbon atoms in the parent chain with an amino group at C2. So, the IUPAC name will be 2-aminopentane dioic acid. Examples of dioic acid with double and triple bonds. Maleic acid. It has 4 carbon atoms in the parent chain with a double bond having Z configuration. So, it will be named as Z-butene dioic acid. Fumaric acid. It is the geometrical isomer of maleic acid having E configuration. So, it will be named as E-butene dioic acid. In this example, the parent chain has 6 carbon atoms with a double bond at C2 having E configuration. So, it will be named as E-hex 2-ene dioic acid. Acetylene dicarboxylic acid. It will be named as butyne dioic acid. Now we will discuss examples where carboxylic acid nomenclature is applied. The first example is the carboxylic acid in which R group is cyclohexyl. We have already discussed in the beginning that such compounds are named as cycloalkane carboxylic acid. So, this will be named as cyclohexane carboxylic acid. Another example. In this example, parent ring is cyclopentane. It has 2 substituents. So, we will have to do numbering. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 like this. Here we can see that there is an oxo group at C2 and a methyl group at C3. Thus, the IUPAC name will be 3-methyl-2-oxo-cyclopentane carboxylic acid. This is an example of acid where R group is cyclohexene. Numbering a parent ring will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 like this. As we can see that the position of first carbon of alkene is 3. So the IUPAC name will be cyclohex 3-ene carboxylic acid. Benzoic acid. As we know that when R group is aromatic, then the IUPAC name is arene carboxylic acid. So, benzoic acid will be named as benzene carboxylic acid. 6-methyl nicotinic acid. Here, the aromatic ring is pyridine. In heterocyclic system, numbering starts from the heteroatom and follows the direction giving lower number to the carbon bearing carboxylic acid group. So the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 like this. Here we can see that the position of carboxylic acid is 3 and that of methyl is 6. So the IUPAC name will be 6-methyl pyridine 3-carboxylic acid. Citric acid. In this, there are 3 carboxylic acid groups. So parent chain will not include carboxylic carbon. So this 3 carbon chain will be the parent chain. Numbering will be 1, 2 and 3 like this. The parent chain is propane with a hydroxy group at C2 and 3 carboxylic acid groups, 1 at each carbon atom. Thus, the IUPAC name will be 2-hydroxypropane 1,2,3 tricarboxylic acid. That's all in this video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon if you like this video. Thank you very much for watching this video.